this is Shelly here. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. It's 4:30 in the morning here and I've had a really hectic week, I think. I've woken up at 4 o'clock today. I had to give my son some medication. I've been having to do that since I think it's since Sunday now, and have to still do it for another week, but he's on the mend, so that's really good. We are exhausted, but anyways, today I thought that I'm not going into work today, and so I thought I'd stay up, do a little bit of have a little bit of me time before I have to wake my son up again. And so I thought I'd come on and do the tag, color your season tag. That was started by Meg's and she's on YouTube at Disney Meg's Coloring, and Amanda, who is also on YouTube, and her YouTube channel is at Amanda Colors. And Amanda is the one that tagged me, so thank you, Amanda, for tagging me on this fun idea. And I thought I would color in Worlds Within Worlds. I have been coloring a page in this book, so while I answer the questions that they have created, I will be continuing with this page. I thought it would be an easy page for me to work on because I'm working on the leaves at the moment, and so hopefully it won't need too much thinking while I'm coloring, so I'll be able to answer the questions. I find it really hard to color and talk at the same time, but yeah, so I thought I would color this page while I answer some of these fun questions. I do apologize for my voice because, yes, like I said, it's 4:30 in the morning here. I am having a cup of tea. I have tried to freshen up, but I may still sound a little bit sleepy, so I apologize for that. But yeah, just to give you an idea of what I've been doing on this page, the background I've done with my Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer pencils as watercolor pencils, so activated with water. And then I've been doing the foreground with the pencils dry. However, for the clock part, I did use the Albrecht Dürer pencils activated and then went over with the pencils dry. Whereas on the leaves, I'm just using the pencils dry at the moment. So yeah, I'll just zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing while I answer the questions. All right, so hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit better what I'm doing. So the tag that's basically called Color the Season is going to be about questions of the season that we are currently in. So for example, Amanda from Amanda at Amanda Colors, she is, I think, in Australia, so they're going into spring, so her questions are all about are related to the season spring. For me, I'm in the UK and we're going into autumn, or we have started autumn, and so the questions I'll be answering the questions related to autumn basically. So yeah, I'll link Meg's and Amanda's channels in the description box below. Sorry if I'm a bit slow with my thinking process and my speaking. Again, it's really early and I'm still getting my brain working and my hands working and everything, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I'll link their channels in the description box below. Go check out their videos, very fun listening to all the questions they answered as well. And yeah, let me just get to the questions now. So I think they are, how many questions? 10 questions. So the first question is, what is your favorite thing to color in autumn? So I absolutely love autumn as a season, and I love coloring autumn pages too. I don't get enough done because autumn doesn't last very long. Is it what, maybe 2 months? Do we start doing winter pages in November, or at least by mid-November? So yeah, I do enjoy coloring autumn pages. My favorite thing to color is leaves. As you can see, I'm coloring leaves at the moment. I find coloring leaves very, very relaxing, and it's probably one of the few things that I can color without having to think about what I'm doing. And that's why I think even a previous tag I've done, I was probably coloring leaves in that tag too, because I can just color and chat at the same time. So yeah, I would say I love coloring leaves. I love trying to figure out different colors for the leaves as we get into autumn. So not just green leaves, obviously. In this page, I'm doing green leaves. But yeah, so I love coloring leaves. I love coloring pumpkins. And I don't think I've done pumpkins that are any other color other than orange. And so I think this year, if I get a chance, I feel like I'm not really getting a chance to color that much. Not getting around to that many autumn pages. But if I do want to try and do different colored pumpkins this year. But we'll see. It's not a big deal if I don't get around to that. But yeah, I like coloring leaves, pumpkins, and of course mushrooms. But mushrooms I color even at a different time of the year. So, and leaves obviously. But yeah, so I would say those are the main things I enjoy coloring in autumn. And then I think if you've been watching my channel, you may be seeing that I'm coloring a page in Nell Koneka's Story of Precious Cats. I've been doing the autumn series on that page so far, and it's a harvest page, and I think I really enjoy coloring harvest pages because I love trying to figure out how to color the certain fruits or vegetables. So yeah, that's been really fun too. All right, question number 2. What are your favorite colors to use on autumn pages? I would say my favorite color to use is probably not very autumnal, but is turquoise and blues. And the reason I like using that in autumn pages is because I think against all the yellows and oranges, I think the blues and turquoises stand out or work so well with the orangey, browny colors. Especially turquoise. And so yeah, I actually really enjoy using turquoises and blues on my autumn pages, just because of that. It really, the oranges and yellows together with the turquoises or blues makes the page really pop, I think. So yeah, that's the color I enjoy using the most. Question number 3. What is your favorite autumn scent? I don't think I change my choice of scents or what my favorite scent is as the year goes on. My favorite scents, I'm assuming this is obviously scents I would use in the house, so candles or, reed diffusers, things like that. And my favorite scents are usually fruity, so things like peaches or berries or apples. I think is apple. Yeah, apple would be quite a autumn sort of scent, wouldn't it? So I like, and I love cinnamon. So one of my favorite combination of scents is apple and cinnamon, and I think that might be a little bit autumnal, maybe going into winter as well. So I would say apple and cinnamon, but I wouldn't limit using that scent just to autumn. But I think it's quite an autumnal, quite a cozy scent. So I would say apple and cinnamon. Yeah. All right. That was number 3. The scent, yeah. I really like sandalwood as well. But again, I don't think that goes with season. So sandalwood, or in Arabic, it's called oud. So yeah, those are the kind of scents I like. Anyways, number 4. What is your favorite autumn decor? This is going to be a really boring answer, but I don't decorate for autumn or spring or summer. Obviously for winter, when it's, the Christmas time, we'd put lights up and Christmas trees up. But other than that, I don't change the decor in my home per season. And the reason is, I actually was born and brought up in Kenya, which is in Africa. And pretty much sort of near the equator. So the town I was born in is actually, yeah, at the equator, and so we don't really have seasons there. We have maybe a rainy season and a dry season. No spring, no summer, no autumn, definitely no winter. And so we've never been sort of brought up with seasons, and so even things like Christmas, we never really used to decorate the house. It's only very recently, or once I moved to the UK, you know, when I schooled here and carried on living here, that's when, you know, for Christmas time, I started, you know, decorating the house. But there was no real tradition in Kenya for decorating our houses per season. So because of that, I've never been in the, you know, never changed my home to go with the seasons. Sad, I know, it sounds boring, but I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest, until maybe a few years ago. I did not realize, other than for Christmas, that people would change the decor in their housing as you know, per season, and I absolutely love the idea of that. I really do, but yeah, I think I've just never got into it. I don't even know how to, like, I don't know what I would get, and it's just a lot of work. I'd rather spend it coloring. But yeah, so no, unfortunately, I don't have any autumnal decor that I do. Number 5, what is your favorite autumn food? Again, some of my answers will be quite boring, because obviously I don't really have, you know, a lot of things attached to different seasons. But food, I would say, because we're going into the cooler season, I usually bring out my soup maker, and I like having warm soups as the weather starts to get cooler. So yeah, I would say maybe soup, not specifically any autumn food or fruit. But I think when you say fruit, would you say things like berries come out in some berries come out in autumn? But no, I would say soup. Any kind of soup, really. Anything that makes you nice and warm and cozy. Would butternut squash be something autumnal, maybe? I love butternut squash soup. So yeah, I would say soups. And I think that's it, really. Spicy food. Because as you're getting into the cooler weather, spicy food would be nice, keeps you warm. In terms of drinks, this is not an autumnal drink, but I love chai latte, because it has spices in it and it makes you all nice and warm and cozy. It gives that sort of a feeling. So I love having chai lattes, and yeah, that's it. Number 6, what's your favorite autumn activity? Okay, this I know, because ever since, okay, I've obviously schooled here, but after school, once I started working, you know, with my partner, I got introduced to the forests here in the UK, and I absolutely love going for forest walks in autumn. I love seeing the changes of the colors of the trees, and, you know, the cool fresh weather after, you know, the hot summer. So I would say my favorite autumn activity is going for forest walks here in London, and yeah, just bundling all up with your pashminas and your coats, and it's nice. I think, yeah, I would say that's my favorite activity. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that we do that's specific to autumn. I would say the main thing is the autumn walks. All right. What's next? Question number 7. What coloring book do you feel best embodies autumn? Okay, so first of all, you may be surprised to know that I only have one autumn book, and I just recently bought it. I think it was this month, and it's Teresa Goodridge's Autumn Charm. Other than that book, I don't have any specific book for autumn. No, even despite me in loving autumn, coloring autumn or the season autumn, but yeah, that's the only book I have specific to autumn. But I would say any book that's specific to the season will be a perfect book for autumn. So yeah, I haven't yet colored in Autumn Charm. I am going to be as a color along. If you guys have seen on my channel in the community tab, I did put some polls up for some pages that you may like to see me color. I just haven't got around to it because of the tough week that we've had, the stressful week we've had, and so I will be starting it now in the next day or two. So that will go up on the channel soon. But anyways, I would say any autumn book would obviously be perfect for autumn. But I think the reason I don't have any specific autumn books other than that one is because a lot of my books have got autumnal pages that I absolutely love and I want to get around to. And I always think there's no point of me buying any specific autumn books when I have so many gorgeous pages in my current books, which I'm not even getting around to coloring every autumn. So I would say the books I like for the autumn pages that they have is Rita Berman. I don't have her, sadly, I don't have her autumn book, but her land book, that has some lovely pages that can be colored for autumn. I'm actually doing a double spread in that book. I have started it. I'm not going to finish it this month, but hopefully by next month it will be done. But yeah, so I would say Rita Berman's land book has some lovely autumn pages. And obviously you guys know I love her art style. And then we have Clara Markova. She has lots of mushroom pages, even which are not autumnal, but she has some lovely autumn pages in her books. And I really like, obviously, Fairy Touch of Magic has a lot of like Halloween pages, but yeah, autumn pages too. So I'd say her books are good. Hannah Carlzon, of course, her seasons books has her autumn section in the seasons book have stunning autumn pages. And obviously her, is it Tales from the Witch's Cottage is very, I think it has some autumn pages, but it's very Halloweeny, which falls under you know, the autumn season. But her Forest Kingdom book, I know it's not an autumn book, but because it's about the forest, I think a lot of those pages can be colored autumnal if you wanted, and they're stunning. But I think that's from her new series, that's probably my favorite book of hers. And then some illustrators which have beautiful autumn pages, I would say, is, and I'm very intimidated to color, especially this one, Kanoko Igusa's. Her books have stunning autumn themed pages, or pages that can be made autumn themed. So I love her illustrations for autumn in her books. And I would say Nelko Neko, that's the one I'm doing some of my autumn series on, the harvest page. But the Nelko Neko's Story of Precious Cats, that book goes through the seasons, and the autumn section again has beautiful pages. So I'd say that's a really nice book for autumn coloring. And then obviously it's newer, it's not very new now, but it is newer, is that other Japanese illustrator, Makiko Inotome, is it? Wild Mouse Yuri's Journey sketch book. That one has, again, stunning autumn pages. So that one goes through the seasons too. So the book is divided into the seasons, and the autumn section again is amazing. Some double spreads in that section they're gorgeous. I don't think I'll get around to doing any of the double page spreads, but yeah, so I'd say that book is really nice. And then I think a book that not many people own or color in is Ursula Schwab's, I'm not going to pronounce it right, but Waldfluster. Again, it's a forest themed book, but I would say a lot of those pages can be for autumn. So yeah, I think those are a few illustrators that I think have really nice autumn pages within their books. Either they're seasonal books, so they have all the seasons and they have autumn sections, or they just have really nice autumn themed pages to color. So I would say those are, yeah, my favorite books or illustrators that have really nice autumn pages. All right, number 8. Do you have any autumn traditions? Yeah, I'd say unfortunately, sadly not. Other than maybe trying to do the forest walks as autumn kicks in, as the leaves start turning yellow, orange. Other than that, I don't think there's any traditions. Again, because I was never brought up with any seasonal traditions or anything without the seasons. I was brought up without seasons, basically. I don't have any traditions. So yeah, sounds boring, doesn't it? Question number 9. Do you go on an autumn vacation and where? Okay, so yes, we do go on holiday, not to a place which is, you know, going through autumn though, but very often we tend to travel in October because my husband, with my husband's work, he has only a very few windows when he can travel or be out of the office, and autumn is usually, or October is usually one of them, and so we most often tend to travel in October, and our destinations would usually be somewhere warm. Often it would be going back to Kenya to see my family, or if we decided not to go back to Kenya, we'd choose a different destination that's warm. So yeah, it just depends really. So where have we traveled in October? I would say obviously Kenya. We've done Thailand before, and we've done Dubai. Yeah, that's it really. Nothing exciting, but yeah, I would say we usually tend to travel in October when we do. And the final question number 10. Do you have a favorite autumn memory? No, I don't think so really. Because obviously, like I said, I think until I was 16, I was in Kenya, so never really saw autumn. I'd say obviously my first autumn would have been pretty special, seeing the colors of the trees changing for the first time in my life when I was 16. Seeing the leaves fall, all of that, not something you'd see back home. And so I think obviously my first autumn would have been pretty a good experience, a new experience, but I don't think I have any specific memories attached to autumn. Yeah. So yeah, those are the questions. I've answered all the questions. It was a really fun tag. I'm glad Meg and Amanda started this tag, and I don't know, obviously it's really early right now to think. I'm not sure who I'm going to be tagging, but what I'll do is I'll put the names of the channels that I'll be tagging for this tag in the description box below, and those of you who haven't yet been tagged, go ahead and do it if you're interested in the questions. It would be lovely to see what everyone else discusses, especially if you're in a different season right now. So yeah, I hope to see a few more videos on this particular tag. It was fun watching the ones I've seen so far. And yeah, I think that's it for this tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked listening to my questions. I know some were a bit boring because, like I said, I've not really experienced autumn as a child. Most of it has been, you know, once I moved here as an adult. And so, yeah, I don't have that much attached to the seasons or to any season really. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will tag some channels in the description box below for the tag, and I hope to see you guys again on my next video. I hope you guys like how this page is turning out. It's quite it's going to be quite a limited color palette, I think. I'm just going to zoom out if it works. But yeah, it's going to be quite a limited color palette, I think. And but yeah, I think I like how it's coming out. I haven't colored in this book since, I think the last page I did was, I've done a completed pages video actually on this book. But yeah, I think that was the last one I actually did in this Worlds Within Worlds book, and that was in 2021, sadly, in March 2021. So since then I hadn't colored in this book. I think I hadn't colored in Kirby for a while, but that's the page I'm doing now, and I'm absolutely enjoying it. So hopefully I will get it done for the end of this month. What date are we? Today is Wednesday the 28th. So, and I'll be working, so I don't know if I'll finish it in the next 2 days, but hopefully I do, and you'll see it in my completed pages. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Take care, and bye-bye.